Gilbert Arenas, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. This I'm gonna pause this one because it's long, so I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna talk. We'll go talk, and then we'll play it again because there was a big blow up on Gil's Arena. It was probably last week, and it started from a tweet from Nick Young. He tweeted something out. He basically said, the Kyrie and Curry thing is similar to the Jordan and Michael Jordan thing, and he was saying people don't want to admit that Kyrie is better than Curry, just like they don't want to admit that Kobe is better than Jordan, right? And it caused a stir. And this is some of it. Dwight Howard was on the episode. Nick Young, Gilbert Arenas, Brandon Jennings, Kenyon Martin. Those are the voices you'll hear, and of course the main moderator Josiah.
Curry, MJ, people scared to say he's better. So before we get to the Kyrie Steph discussion, are you saying Kobe is better than MJ?
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
This
is
the obvious.
I say it.
Yeah, Kobe is better than MJ.
But people throw 6 rings in his face all the time.
That's an impressive feat?
Yeah, because he never was able to. He almost got 3.
For me, I think Jordan was like the shiny object in the big man era. And Kobe played against
mediocre.
So Dwight, I saw your
shooting guards too.
Saw your face when you heard that.
D-Wade was the
mediocre.
Do you agree with Nick saying that
D-Wade is the third?
Kobe is better than
Paul Pierce. You got Ray Allen. You got T-Mac. You got
just overall. Nick,
I don't feel like MJ had a package. He could jump. He could have finish like Kyrie, but I don't think his package was. It was more quick moves to the hole and jump high and finish.
Yeah, I think Kobe better than MJ skill wise. Yeah, he took everything Jordan did and multiplied it. He did it better. So
it had more. It added himself to it.
Okay,
you got to get better. I feel like you got to get better. It involves. You got to get better.
So what did he?
Yeah, 81.
I'm a fan of both, huh?
Yeah, 81.
He created the
reverse
pivot.
Yeah,
81 points for the game. Okay. But I didn't even ask the fucking question. I didn't even ask the question yet. The motherfucker, he had 81. Like, no shit, he had 81. We all knew it. I ain't even asked the goddamn question yet.
Knowledge.
Brother
knowledge.
knowledge. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't even asked the goddamn question. This nigga just right out.
Come on with it. Come on.
He had 81. Like,
Come on with it.
Okay.
Come on with it. Come on with it.
Come on, knowledge.
Okay, we know he had 81. Now can I ask my question?
Yes, knowledge.
Right?
Yes, knowledge.
God damn. So y'all say he enhanced MJ's game. Okay, so what did he do that MJ didn't do? Okay, the pump fakes, the different finishes.
Yeah.
I get, yes, okay, but what did he do that MJ didn't do?
What did MJ do? He had a fadeaway, drive, fade, pump fake, spin, pump fake.
MJ?
Kobe. Come about spin, pump fake. This way.
He enhanced the perimeter skill set. The
So if you
toolbox,
make it
the
better,
toolbox
are
on
you
the
better?
perimeter.
Yeah.
When you talk about footwork,
better.
So
he took MJ's mid-range footwork and he put it to the.
But my thing is, so let me ask you this. So
That is not
the mid-range game, but
That's not.
He extended it.
No.
Y'all let that media bullshit. Y'all let media bullshit.
y'all better watch.
Y'all know, you know I'm a student.
Kobe.
You know I'm a student.
Okay, you a student?
I'm a student.
Then why the fuck are you talking about Kobe enhanced MJ's moves when you're only talking about MJ 95, 96? He did not. He did not.
Who was talking 95, 96? Who's saying that?
Kobe don't look nothing like MJ in 84 to 93. He don't know who that nigga is.
Who you say that?
MJ in 84 to 93, Kobe don't know what that guy looks like.
Hold on.
He learned Michael Jordan's old nigga come back with the post up fadeaway. That's the MJ he mimicked. He did not mimic Air Jordan.
All right, so I'm gonna pause it there. So Nick Young, Brandon Jennings, Dwight Howard both said Kobe was better than Michael Jordan. I thought that was interesting, right? But their argument is so primitive and weak, and like I don't understand it. Lone, thanks for the super chat. I get to that in a second though, but I don't understand their point on why they can't really articulate why they think he's better. All they keep saying is everything that MJ was doing, Kobe did it and enhanced it. And I'm trying to figure out how did he enhance it, right? I think what they mean is he took everything MJ was doing and he added a new school flair to it, where Kobe Bryant would have more of some of that Iverson crossover to his game, right? So when it comes to ball handling, when it comes to crossovers and the behind the backs and and the stuff like that, yeah, he added that on. So imagine if Jordan if he did a little bit of Iverson stuff. But if you remember from the first segment when we was talking about Bonzi Well, when he was like in the 90s, that wasn't part of our game. It wasn't the fact that we didn't have it in our bag. It was the fact that we had to play in a phone booth and everything we did was 1, 2, or 3 dribble pull-ups, especially Michael Jordan. If you can't do what you need to do in 2 to 3 dribbles, then you need to get a rock up. Right? So all that bad work wasn't something that we was trying to show people before we got a shot off. We wanted to show that you couldn't stop me from scoring, and I'm gonna make it look very quick, easy, and simple. 1 dribble pull up is over. Quick, right? Not torturing people. I get to kill quick, right? So that kind of, they're trying to act like that that's not a real thing. Right. So, but what they're saying is, oh, he enhanced everything MJ did. He didn't enhance it. Right. He added it to his bag. He added to his repertoire. He tried to make it look as crisp and as flawless as MJ did. But Kobe wouldn't even agree to what they saying. Like Kobe's saying, look, everything I called Michael Jordan to ask him, he gave me the answer to. And it was nothing that I was trying to figure out that when I called him, he didn't have the answer. And when he gave me what the answer was, when I did it, it worked. So he was like, I would never say I'm better than Michael Jordan. This is after he retired. While I'm competing and playing, that's my motivation. But now that I'm not competing anymore, I don't have that same competitive edge where I feel like it has to be me. And when I'm really sitting down thinking about it for real, he's taught me so much. How can I say I'm better than him? Like, it don't even make sense. Like, he didn't even teach me everything he knew. But whatever he did teach me got me to 5 rings and 6 finals. It got me everything I got because I was studying MJ, and then I was able to use him as a source of knowledge even after he finished playing. All right, MJ is a basketball god. Kobe is a demigod. The rest are angels and worshipers. Gil is incredible. His son would be a problem, though. Yeah, his son is going to be a problem for sure. His son going to be nice. I think Carmelo's son going to be better, though. All right, let's keep going.
Michael Jordan.
The first 10 years of Kobe Bryant.
So when he averaged 37, 38, all of them was dunks and threes?
Yeah, he was playing against
Michael Jordan. I didn't ask you who he was playing. You can't fucking split hairs with me, nigga. I didn't ask you who he was playing against.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I didn't say who he was playing against. Y'all niggas want to bring shit into argument. Don't nobody fucking bring up.
Wrong with you?
I didn't say who the fuck he was playing against.
No, he wasn't mid-range dominant.
No.
He wasn't mid-range dominant when he first.
What all these?
No, so Kobe don't know that nigga.
In threes.
He might hit a mid-range or 2.
He didn't.
So he had 37, 38 points a
the
game.
3-point line away.
All layups.
They took the 3-point line away.
The same shit that Allen Iverson was doing, Michael Jordan was doing.
Okay, so
Same exact shit.
Okay, so-
Layups, middies.
okay, no. Okay, let's break it down. You said
They didn't have a 3-point line.
you said Kobe. You
Who,
said
Michael Jordan was in the league?
They took it away.
no. They
Hey, man, no more Hennessy for him.
Kobe got like, this nigga's can't shoot.
No more Hennessy for this nigga.
No, the argument. What I'm saying, the argument is the argument.
Some milk.
No, the argument is using
He crazy.
MJ's fadeaway.
He crazy.
No, what year did Kobe look like MJ?
When he changed his number.
45.
When he got old.
Okay, so
Kobe Bryant's first 10 years in the league, he was Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
He was afro.
Okay.
He was leg sleeve.
So he didn't look like MJ.
No.
Cool. All right,
He was Kobe Bryant.
number 24 looked like which Michael Jordan?
Yes.
The older Michael Jordan.
Okay.
The 1998 Michael Jordan.
Okay,
So Phil Jackson have a conversation with Kobe Bryant like, Kobe, let's make it a little bit easier. Let's watch this Michael Jordan film and show you how to slow the game down, go 1 dribble, pull up.
Okay.
2 dribble, pull up.
So
this is the end of number 8, though. The 81 game, he started to reach that level of understanding. Let me go here.
So so basically, you're saying 1 year Kobe did something better than Jordan when Jordan was 34, 35 years old. And you're saying this is a carbon copy of a man who's 34 to 35. But you do not want to talk about the nigga that came in the league averaging 37, 35, 31, because no one looks like that guy.
No one looks like the dude that came in that was averaging 30 plus points as a rookie and second year and third year player. He said nobody looks like that dude. So Gil's argument is that when people compare Kobe to Mike, the vision of Mike they have is Mike after his first retirement. When he came back a little older, lost a little bit of athleticism as far as leaping ability and speed and quickness. You know, his knees wasn't as good anymore. And this is when he was utilizing his technical skills a lot more than his athletic skills. And everything was very technically sound. Everything was Mayweather-like, right? Imagine someone that was knocking people out like Tyson for about 10 years and then retired and then came back 2 years later and was technically sound like Mayweather because he didn't have the knockout power no more. That's basically what they're saying Mike did. They said Mike came in and was just overwhelming people with physicality and then came back and then just automatically was just like, okay, now I'm Mayweather. I'm overwhelming you with how technically sound I am. Right. And they're saying that Kobe modeled his game. This is what Gil's saying. Kobe modeled his game after the Mike that was the most technically sound player we ever seen. And I kind of agree, but I kind of don't, because we know Kobe was a student of the game and we know he was watching everybody, not just Mike. He was watching Jerry West. He was watching Elgin Baylor. He was watching every Laker great. He was watching David Thompson. He was watching his dad, Jelly Bean. He was watching Mike. He was watching Magic. He was watching Bird, studying these people. So many testimonies of people saying that he's locking himself in his room in his house and watching film. Tracy McGrady talked about it. Byron Scott, the music executive that was in LA when he first got there. I can't remember. I can't remember his name. But a record executive, I mean, there's so many people that testify that Kobe locked himself in rooms and just watched film, old film. He was a student. So I don't think he has modeled his game after the new MJ, you know, but you can't work on being as athletic as MJ. Like, you don't get in the gym and say, all right, so all summer I'm trying to work on getting his 45 or 46-inch vertical, whatever he had. You don't go in the gym and work on that. So only thing I can work on is his technical skills, which I'm going to work on. So that's why his technical skills look like MJ's technical skills. And because MJ was using his technical skills the most once his athleticism diminished a little bit or started to decline, because he was still a great athlete even when he was 34. Right. So that's what Gil is saying, but that's where he's a little off.
So when they say Anthony Edwards looked like Michael Jordan, they're not talking about 6 rings Michael Jordan. They're talking about the nigga who was coming down, jumping, and dunking on everybody. Nobody compares Kobe to that. Y'all pretend that this nigga didn't even exist. Air Jordan, MJ, the wings nigga. The nigga said, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to do this on him. We're going to bring him in.
We don't compare?
So you pretend he didn't exist.
Because Mike wasn't winning anything then.
But what I'm saying, because you physically can't. He physically wasn't winning. But he physically wasn't this dude. No matter what year. You got to remember. He physically couldn't be Michael Jordan. Like, nigga, I can't physically do your moves. I don't have the jumping ability. So when you're talking about Michael Jordan, think about Kobe in 96. When Jordan comes back, what age was Kobe? He's only looking at this Michael Jordan. He don't know what this Michael Jordan. He can't mimic.
He was watching that Michael Jordan.
I don't know.
We all was watching
that. Ben Wallace at 18.
That was Allen Iverson. That's more Allen Iverson style.
But that's from
God. Where do you stand on this argument?
But that's the evolution. That's the evolution of the guard.
He made it real though.
Never doing none of that.
How stupid Michael Jordan looked at
He couldn't even go left.
Look at Kobe at 18.
Come on, man.
We're not talking about that.
Kobe, thank you, man. Let me compare Michael Jordan at 18 to Kobe at 18. Let's start doing that. Let's start doing that. The nigga shot one shot, and the shit like this. The nigga was wide open.
See Michael Jordan at 18?
Fuck that. That nigga did this at 22. Shot the shot per game, and nigga got famous.
Yeah.
Kobe up here crossing niggas, ducking on niggas at 18.
Let's go.
Stop disrespecting
Let's go.
niggas, man.
Let's
Stop
go.
disrespecting
Hey, Kobe Bryant.
Stop. That nigga averaged 2
whole
points.
game played as
Nigga made a game winner and got
game left-handed.
So did Larry Bird.
A whole Michael Jordan did not.
No.
Larry Bird.
Nigga did not.
Michael Jordan did not.
Michael Jordan was drunk every
Stop,
game.
Stop. That nigga had 2 points in a game, and that was the only 2 points he had. He did this.
Who did that?
Michael Jordan in a championship game in Carolina, he said.
Bye.
And if the nigga didn't get past to, nobody gonna know Michael Jordan. There ain't no Michael Jordan, James Worthy didn't pass it. I know he hates me past it. Nigga took it. I know he hates me.
All right, so this is where I'm gonna remix it. Let me get this super chat first. Thanks for the super chat. Kobe himself said that there was no wasted moves with MJ. He was so strategic, sound, and calculated. Phil said MJ was also more patient and smarter. I agree with that. And let's get to some ignorance a little bit. Qwerty098. I keep on hearing the N-word while they're arguing. Isn't that racist? Please educate me. How about this? Because that's more of a hands-on type training and more of a face-to-face. So I tell you what you should do. Go into a black neighborhood, go to the barbershop where they're having a conversation about the NBA and debating the GOAT, and they're getting that loud. And I want you to join in on that conversation, and I want you to say the N-word and let them educate you. Because it sounds like you want to say it. They don't concern you. But yeah, so he said take Greg Anderson. He's delusional. There's plenty of players that could guard this version of LaFride. Greg smoking and ain't talking about me. Y'all tripping, man. All right, so this is what I want to say, right? Yeah, that was funny too. He said James Worthy made he passed it to MJ. He said I could have made that shot and been MJ. Hey, you gotta admit that's funny. That's hilarious, man. So this is what I want to say, right? I know that conversation was about MJ and Kobe, right? But we know that's not a real conversation. Just like most conversations with Jordan is not real, right? So I'm gonna take it to where it's closer to a real conversation with Kobe and LeBron, right? So let's put MJ off on the shelf. But this is what I would say, because what they're mentioning, all right, so what Gil had mentioned about MJ is that MJ, when he first came in the league, he said his athleticism was off the charts. We still ain't seen nothing like it. We seen nothing like it before or after, right? So he's saying the dude that came in averaging 30 plus, Kobe can't hold a candle to that dude, and no one else can either. We've never seen that dude ever again. All right, that's what Gilbert Arenas said, right? I agree. We haven't seen anything like that, right? Because even with all that athleticism, he was still very technically sound, being someone that was coached by the great Dean Smith at a school like that, where he learned how to play without the ball, because as a freshman, he wasn't even the best player. James Worthy was, and it had real authentic point guards. Like, he really played off the ball and honed his game. So he was even technically sound as a rookie. He still had great footwork. He still didn't have a lot of wasted movement. He was still that dude, but just a freak athlete, right? So why we didn't see it his whole entire career, which is what I want to bring to y'all attention, is that Mike had so much in his bag, but he was so calculated in how he utilized it. He only used what he needed. If all I need is one dribble, why would I take two? If all I need is two dribbles, why would I take three? If I can get to a spot mid-range and score over you, why do I need to get all the way to the rim? You get what I'm saying? If I can just catch and shoot, why do I have to be the one dribbling the air out of the ball, being a point guard or a point forward? So what I'm saying is there was more to MJ's game, but unless you force him to bring it out, you probably wouldn't go see it. You hear the stories where MJ, people would say you can't make him mad. Don't make him mad. And just like that, if you make him mad, you give him a reason to actually play like a demon, and then he'll go off for 20 points in a quarter on you and end the ball game that quick. Like they said that there was a switch just like that, right? So we didn't see it all the time. So that means that he was scaling his game back. And what I want to say to y'all is that MJ, and not just MJ, because Phil Jackson showed Kobe that MJ did this, and he was able to get Kobe to do it as well. So MJ and Kobe had so much in their game. They could have been a guy that was the point forward or the point guard who handled the ball, who got all the assists and the points. They could have been that dude. But it's harder to win that way. It's easy to get your stats that way, but it's harder to win that way, right? Because on the opposite end of that, if you scale your game back, if I can handle the rock and I'm the best person with the ball in my hand on my team, it takes a different level of I ain't even gonna say maturity, but it takes a higher level of I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for, right? It's you on a different level when you say I can do that, but I'm not going to do it because he can do it too. He can't do it as well as me, but he can do it enough that I don't have to do it, right? Nobody wants to micromanage everything, right? If you have a team, right, I can do everything, but the team will be better if I delegate. You do that and you be great at that. You do that and you be great at that. Whoever runs a store or a department store or anything, I'm pretty sure they can do it. They can do the cash register. They can clean the bathrooms. They can mop the floor. They can count down the register. They can drop the money off from the safe at the bank. They can do the books. They can order the new parts. They can order the new goods. They can do all of the above, right? That don't mean that you're going to do all of that, right? I can do all of those things, but guess what? I need some teammates to take charge of all of those different things. And if they ever call in sick, guess what I can do? I already know how to do that, so I do it. That's what Magic did. Magic can play center. He's 6'9". But what I'm going to go play center for if I got Kareem right here? Kareem, you play in the post. You play center. Guess what? Kareem goes down in the finals. I'll play center. Right? Same thing with triple doubles. I can rebound well, but I'm the point guard. I got a 7-footer and a big 6'10" guy down low. Why would I go down there and grab them rebounds unless they needed my help? And that's what J. Kidd and Rondo did. Some game, because what Rondo and J. Kidd really wanted to do is for their big man to get the rebound and throw an outlet pass to them as close to half court as possible so they don't have that far to go for the fast break. But if you run all the way down there and get that rebound, now you got further to go. And it's not a big man getting the rebound and throwing an outlet pass. It's a point guard getting the rebound and taking off running. And I mean, it just messes everything up. But if you're playing a team, hey, man, this team is a good rebounding team. I need you to crash the boards this game. Boom. Triple-double from Rondo, triple-double from J. Kidd. That's impressive. Not, hey, man, we want to orchestrate this offense so I can get triple-doubles. Right? That we're gonna design our defense so I can get cheap rebounds. We're going to design the offense so I'm the only one getting assists. And then you get triple-doubles that way. That's not impressive, right? So back to MJ and Kobe. MJ could do everything. Kobe could do everything. But say, hey, look, I'm going to come off the ball. You run point. You run this triangle offense. When it's time for me to get the ball in the offense, I can rise up and catch and shoot on anybody from anywhere, right? That's what I'm going to do. So I want you to listen to this and hear it good. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant scaled their game back to enhance the team. Because if I'm doing less, just like Christ said, I must decrease so you can increase. if I'm still here doing everything and I'm the only light to shine, and I'm going to dim everyone else's light. That's why everyone around LeBron is getting called trash and he's not that good and he can't do nothing without LeBron. Or Wade knees was bad, he wasn't that good. Bosh is not that good. Everyone around LeBron light gets dim while his light is super shiny, right? But what Kobe and Mike did is say, I'm going to dim my light a little bit. It's some things that I can do that I'm not going to do. So I'm going to decrease. I'm going to scale my game back. Tim Duncan did it as well. Rasheed Wallace did it as well. I'm going to decrease so everyone around me can increase, right? So MJ and Kobe scaled their game back to enhance the team. But on the flip side, LeBron James kept his game exactly where it was at. I'm doing everything, and he couldn't enhance the team that way. So what he did was he enhanced his teammates, give me greater teammates to make that look good. Because with regular role players, you can see all the flaws in that offense. But with superstars, you wouldn't be able to see the flaws. So the way MJ and Kobe played, they could win with regular role players and one co-star. And I'm talking about a co-star that's on an all-star level. But LeBron couldn't do it with a one co-star on an all-star level and role players. He needed two superstars on his level and role players that's on an all-star level. Ray Allen, Dwight Howard, you get what I'm saying? Carmelo Anthony. That's how he got his job done. Role players on crack, co-stars on crack. That's how I make it look good. And you can't tell me I'm wrong about that. And that's why I got out of all of that. People was hearing the Kobe and Mike thing. All I was hearing is, man, it must be great to coach Kobe or Mike. I mean, because you don't need everything. You don't need two superstars. You don't need to run a particular offense that only shines light on LeBron. And if I pass you the ball, then your light can shine in. But other than that, it's all me, big dog. Like who else has looked super good that was with LeBron? Y'all trash all of them. So phone lines open. Call in. Give me your thoughts. And we'll go from there. Let me get to some of these comments. World Breaker. Hey, World Breaker, you got to call in, big dog. This your topic. Did he not see Bryant bring the 017 and then the year they beat the Celtics in 18, the teams was not loaded, man? Did they win a championship? Show me the championship. Show me the championship. Caller from Ohio, shut YouTube off in the background so I don't hear the echo, and go ahead and tell me your thoughts.
Okay, I'm gonna just make this right quick because I've been hearing this conversation a lot. But if these guys couldn't go left and all this other stuff, and the players today are so much better, then how did the world catch up? If a car, which was the 92, who these guys didn't have skills and do it, if that car is 100 feet ahead of you, and that car even got faster, how does a car who was 100 feet behind catch up? The argument makes no sense. That's all I'm gonna say. Thanks a lot.
All right, man. Thanks for the call. All right, let's get another phone call in. Let's get him in on this one. Let's get him in here because it's the last topic. It's like trying to use the flashlight on your phone in the daytime, but you got the sunlight drowning out your flashlight. Of course, exactly. Bryant is a career killer. Kobe got far more a fat contract when he left the way he looked on the Lakers. Caller from Jersey, what's up?
Hey, is this Mel?
Yeah, what's up, big dog?
Hey, what's going on? My name's Lamont from AC. Is it okay if I talk about your first topic a little bit?
Yeah. What, the Barnes and Wells or the
Edwards, Anthony Edwards.
Okay, go ahead.
When I first heard his comments, you know who I thought about? I thought about Isaiah Thomas, because I don't blame it on Anthony Edwards. He's a young kid, and everybody in the media and anybody with an axe to grind against Michael Jordan, like Isaiah Thomas, they're making up stories, they're lying, they're trying to change the past. And when I heard Edwards say that, I thought of Isaiah, because Isaiah was one of the most skillful guys that I ever saw in the NBA. Besides the stuff he could do with the ball, he had a big heart and he was a winner. And because Anthony Edwards is in this atmosphere where everybody is trying to uplift today's players to try to make it seem like LeBron is playing against better competition, he don't know no better.
Yeah.
He believes that stuff that he hears.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. And
the thing with Jordan, man, I don't know why Gil got to yell and scream. He's selling tickets, I guess. But also, I like the thing you said about Draymond. Man, did that dude quit when what's the name? When Clay was out, and when Curry got hurt, man, he wanted no part of the court that year. Man,
he did.
I think Barkley said something like, "Man, you ain't so tough when you ain't got your boys out there with you," or something he said about that.
He's such a front runner, man. He's such a front runner, man, for sure.
Man, the thing about Kobe and Mike, I really don't know a lot about Kobe, but I do know about Mike, because I remember in '84, and it's funny that the way that Gil is giving him his props from his rookie year to '93 with how good he was. Because I got a friend that loves Magic, and he loves the '80s. He loves Magic, and he talks about who was the best player in the '80s. And I tell him, if you go through the whole '80s, Magic Johnson was the best player for the entire decade. If you had to name a player,
you think he was better than Bird? Bird was cold.
Actually, I like Bird better than him. But I always tell him,
Bird was cold.
Always tell him that. Listen, I'm a Sixers fan, bro, and they talk about the Celtics and the Lakers playing those championships. The Sixers and the Celtics regular season games, man, nothing like that. It's nothing that exists like that now, man. But I always tell them, by the end of the '80s, the best player in the NBA was Michael Jordan. Mm-hmm. By like 1988, 89, hands down, Jordan was better. Bird was on his way out. Magic was still winning MVPs. And even though Magic was winning MVPs, he was on a winning team. Michael Jordan was the best player in the NBA by the time the 80s were out.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. The LeBron guys talk about how he didn't win and all of that. This dude was unbelievable before he started winning. Jordan it was a big man's league, and he was the first wing player to really start to lead his team to show him that you could win without a big man. Because they really did have some indescript big guys on their team. Bill Cartwright was probably the best center that they ever had, and he was over the hill by the time he was on the.
I would say Luke Longley. I really like Luke Longley, man. I really like him, but still, I mean, he nowhere near All-Star.
Right.
Nowhere near
Right.
All-Star.
Yeah. Listen, I like what you do, man. Keep up the good work, bro.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, one last call, and then I'm going to end it. One last call. Let's get it in. It was somebody that I just banned that was saying the N-word in here, man. That's not cool, big dog. But, I mean, you can't hear it now because you banned, but.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up, Funky Town? What's up?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, bro. Sorry about that.
No, what's good?
Had a little problem with this call, and hey, great show again, brother. You really hitting it. And like the last couple of callers said, exactly. Jordan, people don't understand just how different he was compared to everybody else. Like, the difference was They told him Eaton. They would, people ask talk questions. Well, he's gonna have to learn. It's a big man's league. They were telling him as a rookie. They were sending out those warning shots throughout the press. He didn't change. Then the next thing was, well, with that type of game, you can't win. That's not winning. That's not winning basketball. You look at the numbers when it comes to league scoring championships and champions. Jordan has every single year he won. He was a scoring leader, and he has more than every other player that did that in the league's history combined. But man, people don't understand Jordan, and like you said, Kenny Smith said he used to tell him to his face in college, "You ain't got no handle. That's why I ain't worried about you playing point guard." But what did he do? He improved it. He worked on it. He didn't come in a finished product. He came in. He was still learning.
Yep.
He was adjusting. He was able to make adjustments. And again, like you said, Dean Smith is the only man to keep that man under 20 points. Dean Smith is the only man to keep that man under 20 points. But he did it on purpose. He's like, I'm not gonna let you get. I'm teaching everybody here to play basketball, not just you. You're not the only focus. And Michael understood that. You know what I'm saying? Look at how he behaved. He was never like, it's got to be me, my way. No. The only thing he said is, hey, I'm not going to ask you to do anything I'm not willing to do myself. I'm not going to ask you to put in more work than I'm going to. Matter of fact, you ain't going to put in more work than me. But I'm not going to ask you to do, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to show you by example. But the only thing I say is, you better get up on speed with me. If not, you got to get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so when, like, what Gil was saying was true, but I mean, he's still kind of silly how he says stuff. But the thing that gets me about what Anthony Edwards says, and it is Isaiah part of it, but it's also this generation of, not just this generation, it's been going on for a while. People, they put more value in what you say than what you actually do. Mm. I mean, LeBron goes into Miami talking smack about, I'm going to win more than 6. I'm going to win 7. And you win 2, but then you still got people that are trusting this dude. And he just told you what he's going to do before he's going to do it. Didn't do it. Now, no one else would have done that. And then you wouldn't come back talking about, the next one I got, which is number 3, made me the best player in the history of the game. Man, get out of here with that, man. I mean, the numbers don't support it. The actual accolades don't support it. You break it down to the level of competition that you're dealing with as far as the weakness of this league. Man, stop it. The actual number for viewership. What's the biggest viewed game in the NBA in NBA history?
The biggest what?
Game 6, 1998.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is the most viewed game ever, and now you want to and look at the finals. Who got the lowest viewed finals game? Go and look at that list. Seriously, straight up, look at that list and see how many times LeBron James pops up on that list.
Yeah,
the lowest viewed. When you look at the top 5 usage rates by percentage in NBA history, Michael Jordan has 4 of the top 5. 4 of the top 5. Meaning he was the most used and he got the best percentage of the game. His shooting percentages were sky high. 1993, 1991, 1998. I think it's 1992. Stop it.
Yeah.
No, it was 98 is the other one. But anyway, you get what I'm saying.
Facts.
It's not even close, man.
Yeah.
They need to stop this stuff.
All right, brother.
Hey, man, having a great show, and y'all hit that like button.
All right, bro. Thanks.
All right, out here.
All right, there was some more coming in. World Breaker, you can still call in. Let's get a couple of more in here. Caller from California, what's good?
Hey, what's up, man? It's Kelly from SoCal.
What's going on, Kelly?
I don't really got much. I guess I'll just make it 2 simple questions. Are we in agreement that Wembanyama should have won DPOY over Gobert?
No. I would have to look at it again. I think I was talking about it during the season. I can't remember who I had up there. I don't know if it was Gilbert or Wembanyama, to be honest with you. It might have been someone else. I just can't remember who I had up there. But no, so I mean, if it wasn't going to be Gobert for me, it wasn't going to be Wembanyama either.
Ooh, interesting. But you don't remember your third pick?
No, it wasn't my third pick. It was my number one pick. It just wasn't neither one of those guys. I just can't remember who it was. Mistake. I had to go back and look at one of my graphics that I probably made for it.
I guess my case for Wembanyama winning DPOY would be, I'm pretty sure he had multiple 8-block games, and I think he also got 10 one game, and obviously he's blocking shots like there's no tomorrow, and he's only going to get better on versatility for guarding 1 through 5. But yeah, he's a monster, obviously,
Yeah. So for me, the only award that I don't use winning in the formula is Rookie of the Year, right? Or maybe Most Improved Player. But for every other award, that's for big boys, right? Rookie of the Year, okay, yeah, you can win an award without your team winning, but you can't tell me you're the best defensive player in the league or the best anything in the league, and it's not leading to wins. So I'm going to go with, and I'm going to put a graphic on the screen. Let me move this phone number off of it. But these are
for sure.
This is not just for MVP. This is for every award except Rookie of the Year and Most Improved. So it's Defensive Player of the Year, MVP, or what, or if they ever create a Offensive Player of the Year, whatever the case may be. Defensive value, offensive value, team success. That's what I got for MVP. But if we're doing Defensive Player of the Year award, your defensive value has to lead the team success. Right. So it wouldn't be Wembanyama for me at all. 100%.
Yeah, you're obviously taking winning into account, which I'm not gonna blame you. But I also like to look at it as, a defensive all-star, a purely defensive all-star. It doesn't translate to as many wins as a offensive all-star. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's, in my opinion, that it's not exactly his fault that they're not getting wins, because of his defense. But that's just me, though.
Yeah, but if there's a candidate who's helping get wins for their team, he's going to be a better candidate than the guy that's not. And I can't say it's not your fault, so let's consider you. I just got a hard criteria, and there's no wiggle room for it. You know what I mean? Winning has to be part of it. It's just no wiggle room. Like, people are doing that with the WNBA now. Like, yeah, we know these other candidates, teams are winning more than Caitlin, but she's a rookie. Let's take that into account. Okay, so what are we going to do next year when she's not a rookie and she has the same exact season and the other candidates have the same exact season? I would say, well, but she's a second-year player, so let's move the goalposts and give her another one. You get what I'm saying? And then what's going to happen when she's a vet and she's been in 10 years and here comes this other rookie that did the same thing? Are we going to say, well, Caitlin, we can't give it to you as a vet because his rookie is a rookie, so we got to consider that? No. Hard stop. Is this leading to wins? If the answer is yes, okay, the other candidate, is it leading to wins? If the answer is yes, okay, well, who's getting the most wins? That's the better candidate.
Yeah, for sure. I also like to take into consideration, it's like situations, right? So Gobert won it. He's obviously in a better situation. You replace Gobert with Wembanyama, or you replace Jackson Jr. or Brook Lopez with Victor Wembanyama. I think we got to take, situation into consideration. Do we agree that situation matters, right?
Sure, situation matter, but it's not part of my criteria. Like, part of my criteria isn't, hey, let's switch the players and let's imagine what would happen if we switch them. That's not part of my criteria. Team success.
Yeah, for sure. I hear you. Yeah. So whenever your next video is or in a comment, I'd like to see who your DPOY was for 2023, 24 season. I'm just curious, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably add it to another video.
Was it a wing, guard, or
it might have been a wing. It might have been SGA. It might have been oh no, it might have been Anthony Davis. I'm sorry. I think it was Anthony Davis. I think it was.
That's a good pick, man. That's a good pick.
I think it was Anthony Davis for sure.
I don't think people realize how valuable AD is to that team because
valuable.
of that system they're running over there. That dude is so good. Top 10 players still, maybe top 15 at the very latest.
Yeah, super valuable, man. Really like him.
But anyways, last question. What flavor Pure Leaf tea were you drinking? Was it the sweet one?
Yeah, it was sweet. I need to see if they'll sponsor me, man, because it seems like I'm drinking sweet tea from Pure Leaf almost every day. They might as well go ahead and sponsor me.
For real, I like Pure Leaf too. You drink the unsweetened ones at all, or no?
I do not drink the unsweet ones, but I don't drink the extra sweet either. I don't even know why they made that. I tried the extra sweet one time, and I couldn't feel my tongue. That's how much sugar is in that thing.
Some pre-workout right there.
Man, that junk is horrible.
But anyways, yeah, the black tea, the unsweetened ones, man, they taste like black coffee. So if you're into that, I mean, I'm kind of into that, but that's just me.
All right, man, I tried out, big dog.
But anyways, I'm about to head out. Keep up the good work. Enjoy the show, and I'm trying to make these shows as often as I can.
All right, thanks, bro.
All right. Yeah. Have a good one later.
Oh, man. Shay said I need to trade some of my graphics. You know what? I should. I'm gonna send them to ESPN and see if they'll use it. Shoot, did the Mystics blow them out like that? Man, the Sky got blew out by the Mystics. That's a big blowout. Sheesh. All right, I got another phone call. Caller from New York. What's up?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
Just a couple points. First, I want to say that sounded like Wemby to me that you're just talking to.
That was Wemby?
It sounds like him. I pulled up an interview. I'm like, you know what? That's pretty cool. But yeah, good show as always. A couple points. I'm not sure if you mentioned the year before Phil Jackson came, Jordan actually played, I think, 20-some games at point guard. And he nearly averaged a triple-double. They're comparing him to Magic.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of LeBron James fans or younger NBA fans don't know that. And I think that's important to actually, for people to highlight and pay attention to. The other one was, even though, people will question his competition at the 2, which I think is also ridiculous. But if you take them away, you still had all these bigs, right? Yeah. And he would go right at them and really dominate, dunk on them. They couldn't stop him either. So trying to diminish his opponents, there's no point. The whole thing, I have to say I can't wait for LeBron to retire because it will change the whole discussion. I'm not sure how.
What you think will change when he retire?
Well, that's what I was about to say. I'm not sure how long his imprint in the game would last. Like, you have all these greats who aren't mentioned anymore. Like they're still present, but they're not discussed. I'm not sure how long lasting his legacy would, like this GOAT debate. They'll have to champion someone else. So if they're championing, let's say it's Ant-Man, they can't pull LeBron along as they are. Because it's the comment the other week was LeBron is making Jordan relevant. I think it's the other way around.
Of course.
Right? So if LeBron isn't playing, and, it might be far-fetched for me to say this, but maybe it's a hope. But if LeBron is no longer playing, and they're now trying to push the next great player, they won't have room for LeBron in the discussion.
That's very.
Is that all you think?
No, so that's very true because everything that LeBron's argument for what he feels like is the GOAT debate, all of his arguments are going to seem kind of weird once people like Luka start to do the same thing as far as numbers are concerned. Like Luka is going to average 28, 8, and 8 for a long time, as long as he want to play. Right, as long as he play that style of offense, right? And that's the argument that LeBron has, for his fans. Like, oh man, he's doing points, rebounds, and assists, and they feel like Kobe and Mike wasn't doing it, right? So, what are they going to say when Luka starts doing it, but doing it more than what LeBron did? That's going to be weird. And then what's really going to be weird if Kevin Durant never gets hurt again, and he decides that he wants to play 24 years like LeBron did, and he ended up getting that scoring title that LeBron got. It's going to be interesting what they say then. All right, so then you know what's going to end up happening? All the greats are going to still be compared to Michael Jordan and his 6 rings and his 6-0.
Right.
It's going to all come back to MJ because that standard is higher than what the standard that they built LeBron up on.
Right. No, I see one of your comments with I think it was World Breakers talking about hating LeBron. It's not about hating LeBron. I guess for me, it's the disrespect to the legacy of the game, right? I actually like LeBron. He just isn't the best, right? So to diminish other players to make him seem greater is if you're a fan of the game, you won't like to see that happen.
Of course.
Right. And that's all. I don't want to hold you up. I know you're trying to get off, but great show. And I like the integrity of the show. I no longer watch, I think I mentioned this last time, mainstream sports media like ESPN or whatever. They lost their integrity a couple of years ago. And it's good to have people like you, so keep doing what you do.
I appreciate that, big dog. Thanks for the call.
All right, man.
All right. I'm taking one more, then I'm gone. One more. It's been all good calls tonight, man. So I'll do one more. Florida man, what's up?
What's going on, man? How y'all doing?
We good. What's your thoughts?
I wanted to talk about this the Gills Arena.
Yeah.
With he was comparing Jordan to Kobe.
Yeah.
Or he was saying he was pretty much saying what Kobe doesn't know what the 84 to 93 Jordan looks like.
Right.
I'm so confused because there's so many different interpretations from that. But to me, I'm like, is he? Because he also even said this on the show. He said Kobe wasn't really athletic like that. Pretty much that's what he was saying.
Yeah, I hate when he say that.
And I'm like, I'm confused. I'm like, what Kobe were you watching in 96 through 06, 07? You know what I'm saying? And with Gills, like, you came in 01, 02. So you was there in the league when you saw the young Kobe with the fro, dunking and doing all this. I'm confused with that. So what are your thoughts on that, man?
I don't get it either. Like, I can't think that he really mean that. It's just so what I think going on with Gilbert is he's learned about the game of content creation and social media and getting clicks. He learned that game so well. So he's always looking for a hot take, and he's always looking for a take that's going to push people buttons to get the most reaction. And when he find a good hot take that he can keep using, he'll keep going to the well about it. It's the kind of same thing what Stephen A. Smith was doing when he found out that Kyrie Irving line that he go when he talk about he don't want to play, blah 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 blah, all this stuff. When he found that little hot take, he went from podcast to podcast to podcast to ESPN show. He went so many different places saying that same Kyrie Irving thing. It was just good for TV for him, So it's like You ever heard a rapper who, you know, he got like 3 or 4 freestyles memorized, and he just go to different places, or a comedian, they got 3 or 4 good jokes he can go to, and you done heard him say it live, then you heard him say it on Comic View, then you heard him say it on Kings of Comedy, like they're recycling those jokes. That's what commentators do with their takes. When they find a good one, they just keep recycling it and keep recycling it. And this is one of his takes that he liked the best. That's all it is.
So pretty much this is for shock value and clickbait and all that type of thing.
Correct.
It's I don't know, man. I don't know what the media is coming down to. It's just there's no way that you can sit here and tell me. And Gil's older than me, right? Yeah. So I'm in my 30s. He's 40-some. So for you to say all these things about someone that was your peer, that was pretty much outlasted you, right? You came in after him. I mean, that outlasted you in the league. You saw with your own 2 eyes, and you seen here throwing out false narratives. And the thing about all this is like the proof's in the pudding. You can go to YouTube right now. You can type in whatever you want. Kobe dunks, Kobe highlights, whatever. You can watch your own 2 eyes. I don't know what, unless you blind, I don't know what you're watching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you're right, man. It's a game, and it's a clickbait game, and that's all. I mean, that's the science on it. It ain't no deeper than that. That's what it is, man. But appreciate the call, brother.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Have a good night.
All right. Greg Anderson, I seen you call twice, man. Hurry up and call back. And Greg Anderson only. That's the last call I'm taking is Greg Anderson's. And it's because he's a member and one of my grassroots. Greg, what's up?
Hey man, what's going on, man? Look, I feel like the world got cheated, man, when your mic went out, man. You were just starting to cook on that Shannon Sharp.
Greg, I'm so mad because I was like, man, I was really about to cook on that thing, man, and I thought I was good. And yeah, whatever. It happened, man, whatever the case may be.
Hey, look, check this out. I was looking at some, you know how they be making up all of these new stats, PER, win shares, and all of that stuff. So I was looking at a website the other day, and I was like, man, Mike could have, if they went strictly off of like this new school analytics, man, Mike could have won like 8 MVPs because it was like a 10-year stretch. He had like, when you start looking at analytics for like PER and win shares, he was winning them back in the 80s. Even when Magic and Bird was winning MVPs and championships and Detroit was knocking them out the F, he still, like, if you start looking at this like the pure analytics, man, he was smashing them in 89, 88, 89, 90, all the way up until almost till he retired.
That's true. I think I want to say I remember someone saying, and I don't put a lot of respect on PER and all those advanced analytics anyway. So I might be remembering this wrong, but I think I remember someone saying that like the top 10 highest PER seasons that exist, I think Michael Jordan had half of them.
Yeah, I can believe it. But you know, it just goes to show you that you know, a lot of times these people, Gil know what he's doing. Gil is doing this because, look, you reacting to it, somebody else reacting to it. It's like 8 other channels that's reacting to what Gil says.
Yeah, and you can't be mad at him because he feeding the streaks. He giving us content, yeah. and it ain't like when he ain't like other people that's like, you clip my soundbite and you using my stuff. I'm a file a copyright claim or stuff. Like, he ain't doing it because he understands what he's doing. He's feeding the streets, and he feeding the YouTube streets and the ESPN streets because they react to most of his stuff too.
That's what I'm saying. So he got it down to a science. So, you know, I can't take nothing what he says with a grain of salt. But because he switch up like every 2 weeks. One day he'll be talking about Mike ain't nothing. Then next thing he's talking about Kobe ain't like Mike. And then the next thing he's talking about Mike is the only one that did it the right way, went to a struggling franchise and lifted them to championship glory. It's like, dude, make up your mind, man. Make up your mind. But at the end of the day, great show. Enjoy your content. And I'm about to get out of here so you can get out of here. And you know what I think happened earlier with your audio this today?
What?
You start whoever hacked Shannon Sharp account, man, they hacked your account too. Because you were starting to cook. All right, I'm out of here, bro.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for me, y'all. Gave y'all 300 hours. I mean, not 300. I gave y'all 3 hours almost, man. Hey, in the words of Donald Trump, man, they are eating the dogs and the cats. They're eating people's pets. All right, so y'all watch out for y'all dogs, and just know when you lay your head down at night, just know I gave you everything I had. All right, shout out to Shannon Sharp, man, and Michelle Beadle, allegedly. All right, see y'all on Friday.